Sometimes you eat a shit sandwich.
Sometimes you do eat a shit sandwich. What's up and stuff? Riley Moss. No shit sandwiches this weekend. We'll get into that. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I almost shut off my equipment because I wasn't thinking properly. My brain's all scattered. Yeah, scattered. Got like scrambled brains right now, dealing with some nonsense behind the scenes in regards to the business. Just some people, man. Some people don't like it. Don't like it, but that's what I get for being a small business. So I'll tell you this. There's a lot of great people I work with. Just every now and then, there's just somebody that just, kicks me in the nuts for no fucking reason. And you're like, what are you doing? Why do you? I don't need to go down I don't. No. Not going down that rabbit hole right now. Just shit pisses me off sometimes. Don't be a dick, because now I got to be a dick back. And I don't like doing that, because that's when, the kitty claws come out. A lot to get in today. A lot of sports, I'll tell you that much. Plus a lot of headlines I just didn't want to get into. But you know what? My hand's being forced. I got to do it. I got to. Anyway, real quick, make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening or watching. And remember, today's show is presented to you by Bet Online. A little love to my friends over at Kirkwall Group as well, but definitely Bet Online today. Bet Online continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. They got the earliest odds, in-game live betting. Bet Online provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen, with the largest selection of odds on everything from football, the NBA, and college basketball, as well as NHL to UFC. Go ahead and make your way to betonline.ag today. Don't forget to use promo code BLEAV. That's BLEAV for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. It's BetOnline. The game starts here. Sorry. I get irritated. Get irritated. I'm nice. I expect you to be nice back if you're being a dick. I don't like it. Don't like it. Scotty don't like it. I'm going to start talking about myself in third person. But instead of saying Duff don't like it, I'll say Scotty. And people are like, Scotty? What the hell's Scotty? Oh, that's my name. Anyway, sorry. Oh, man. Just one of those days. Hold on. Collectively. Let's jump into some headlines.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
This is ridiculous. Get these headlines I'm getting into. I didn't want to talk about it, but it's like, what the fuck is going on? We did a story about a guy doing the same thing. I think it was earlier this year, or last year, I should say, where they're taking blood from their offspring, their children, and then they're swapping out the blood because they want to live forever. There's this lady now. She's in L.A. Her name's Marcela. I think that's how you say her name. Iglesias. She's 47 years old. I got to be honest. She's very attractive, but she's already shelled out more. According to the article, it says she's already shelled out more than $99,000 on various cosmetic procedures and is forking over even more for blood transfusions with her son, Rodrigo, who's 23, to reverse aging. So that's part of the reason why she looks really good, is she's already pumped out a butt ton of money on plastic surgery, right? Getting things back into place via a surgeon. And then to make things even more extreme, she's like, I want your blood. I want your blood. This is like the new age vampire. That's what this is. Rich assholes going, I want my kid's blood and I want it in my body, and then we're going to whatever with it. I don't know. Here's what's wild about this. It works on rats. They've tested it on rats, and it has benefits. Because it's like I said, it's supposed to reverse aging. It's supposed to make you feel younger. All that nonsense, right? But all these studies are saying, well, it's still up in the air on the effects of humans. There's a chance it might work, There's a chance it might not. But I guarantee you, whatever doctors out there willing to do it does not give a shit. They're like, sure, you want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, swapping out blood? Why not? Why not? Here's what the FDA said a few years ago. There's no proven clinical benefit of infusion of plasma from young donors to cure, mitigate, treat, or prevent these conditions, like Alzheimer's and just normal aging, arthritis, blah, 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 all these other things. And there are risks associated with the use of any plasma product. You're so desperate to be young, to be something that you're not. Guess what you are? An aging human. Embrace it. Who fucking cares? You're trying to look 20. Again, she looks good. She does. But at what cost? And she's like, literally almost like a succubus, where she's just like draining the shit out of her son. He's naive. He's 23. He's like, whatever you say, mommy. I'll do it. And he's also helping out the grandma too. So it's the mom and the grandma are taking the blood of the kid and swapping it out. What the hell? Am I the only one that thinks that this is jacked up? It's so ridiculous. Just embrace it. Who gives a shit? Who cares if, you're getting older and you get wrinkles? We're all getting them. We all got them. We're getting gray hairs, places you don't want to admit, stuff like that. My goodness, what a fraud you are. When you look in the mirror, you're so blinded by you want smooth skin and you want people to think you're 20, 30 years younger. But guess what? You're looking at a fucking fraud. That's what you are. And sadly, the kid he's in a weird position, but I'm guessing he's not thinking about it in a negative way. He thinks he's helping his mom and his grandma. But it's just like, dude, you're contributing to the problem. Oh, I don't like that. Let me know. Would you do that if you could afford it? And what are your thoughts on it? Let me know at DeHuff Podcast or DeHuffPodcast@gmail.com. If you're watching this, respond in the comments below. I want to know, would you do it? If you had the finances and it just didn't matter, would you do it? I want to know. I'm saying no. But I guess you never know, but come on. I don't want to live forever. I mean, shit's going to get boring when you're like 100 years old. Like, you've seen enough crap. It's not like we're evolving to be better as a society. Holy shit. No, we're not. I know I shouldn't laugh at this story. I shouldn't. This lady's a good person. It was an honest mistake. But holy shit. Holy shit. A North Carolina mother accidentally squirted nail glue instead of eye drops in her eyes and glued her eyes shut. I know I shouldn't laugh at that. I shouldn't. She's a foster mom. She's this person that does good things, and somehow she mixed it up. And then I started reading up on it, and apparently a lot of nail glue looks like eye drops. But I have to say this. Read the fucking shit before you stick it in your eyes. Make sure. Oh, no, this is acid. Or this is glue. Don't stick it in there. Her eyes were fucked up for like 2 months. But it's hard not to laugh. I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm going to hell. Oh, sweet Jesus, make this man who is laughing at this lady who glued her eyes shut with nail glue, make him burn in hell. That's what you're wishing on, right? Come on. Preacher DeHuff making an appearance. That's right, motherfucker. Speaking of preacher, did you see that? This is not on the rundown. Did you see that guy? Kind of fucked up, but he got in trouble, and I think charged. He put whiskey in the holy water at some church. Don't do that. Come on. It's perfectly good whiskey. Don't waste it. That's fucked up. No, what's really fucked up is they use that water on infants and stuff. Don't be a dick like that, man. God. Again, something I shouldn't laugh at, but I am because come on, guys. Come on. We should be past this. 2 men were found dead in, I know, I'm sorry. This is the morbid episode. I apologize. I'm a dick. I am a dick. 2 men were found dead in Washington State from exposure after looking for Sasquatch. They were looking for a mythical creature and they died. If instead of Sasquatch, it said 2 men were found dead from exposure after looking for Papa Smurf, wouldn't that make you go, oh my God, seriously? But instead it's Sasquatch, and there's enough people out there that are like, well, I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe it's just a coinky-dink. Maybe it's just bad luck that we ain't never found a skeleton of a Sasquatch. Maybe the government's, concealing all the bodies. Or maybe it doesn't exist. Come on, man. Sorry. Again, I'm a dick, but if I went out and listen, I get it. There's all over the world people believe in different things. I've said this before. I know some people that live in Ireland, and you better not ever talk bad about fairies and not trolls. It's something like that. So, forest fairies is the one that really pops out to me right now. But don't ever mock it because they believe it wholeheartedly. But if here in the United States, if we said they died looking for, forest fairies, you'd be like, come on, really? These were adults? Yes, they were. They were grown-ass men. And I feel bad because they lost their lives. But part of me is just like, come on. Come on. You piss on an electric fence, come on. It's sad that you died, but you peed on an electric fence type of thing. I know I'm a dick. Again, another reason I'm going to hell. So basically, moving through this real quick, I have 2 stories now where I should be burning in hell. Okay. I've done 3 stories, 2 of which will send me, first class ticket to hell. Okay. Again, I didn't want to talk about this, but then it popped up and it just got my blood boiling. I threw myself a solo wedding to celebrate my PhD. Here's how the $7,000 party turned out. I don't fucking care. Congratulations, you got your PhD. Now you're bragging about it that you got all this fucking money. And how sad is that? You had to throw yourself a party. You know why? Because nobody likes you. There we go. That's what we're getting at right here. You had to invite people. Hey, guys, nobody wants to celebrate me. So I'm spending all this money on all this great food and booze and experience so you guys can make me feel like people care about me. That's what I get out of that headline. When told about my response, the lady responded,
if I had a dick, this is where I'd tell you to suck it.
What? I can't believe she allegedly said that. Come on. $7,000 party for yourself. It's cool that you graduated. That's an accomplishment. You should be damn proud of that. But don't be like, oh, I threw myself a party. That's one thing. But to spend $7,000 on it and then to brag about it on social media and just be like, hey, guys, I did this for self-care. Fuck off. Fuck off. I am just bitchy today. Bitchy. My goodness gracious. Ah, damn it.
Sometimes you eat a shit sandwich.
No, Riley, it's not your turn. God Damn it. Damn it. A Jack in a Box customer got what they deserved. How about this? It got laid out after going ballistic on employees over missing curly fries. You got in a physical altercation at a Jack in a Box because your order was missing curly fries. And then you got beat up by the employees because they weren't going to take it anymore. My Lord, people. My Lord. Stop. Ridiculous. How stupid. We were just talking about that lady that went behind the counter over at Chipotle, starts making her own bowl, and then finally one of the guys is like slaps the bowl out of her hand, and then it just goes, basically goes nasty, goes next level, and people are fighting. Don't be doing shit like this. It's curly fries. I get it. They're delicious. They are. I love a good French fry. The best French fries, because of what they come with, will go to Good Times here in Colorado. They got wild dip sauce with it. Oh my God, it's delicious. Delicious. If you're going to have standalone without any sauce, boy, that's either going to be Burger King or Wendy's. Not a huge fan of McDonald's, but, probably go to Burger King. I like Burger King's French fries. Yeah, just so you know. Just so you know. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Who has the best French fries in the fast food industry? McDonald's, they're okay. They're not great. Anytime I eat at McDonald's, I always feel shameful afterwards. Like, I could have done better. I could have made a better life decision. Let's see. I don't think I've had them at Popeyes. Popeyes are okay. I love Popeyes chicken sandwiches, but that's not the debate. It's French fries. Chick-fil-A has good French fries. Those waffle fries. But I thought I read somewhere where they're changing that up. Big mistake. But I would have to say Burger King, then Wendy's, and then don't know after that. Don't know. But I do know we need to jump into some sports.
When it comes to tight ends, going deep in long balls, this guy knows his stuff.
He has followers, and not just on Twitter.
It's Sports with Duh.
Well, Adam Schefter of ESPN was talking about this yesterday on social media, and then everybody else kind of followed suit. But Aaron Rodgers in the epic fail that this season was for him and the New York Jets, was talking to reporters yesterday, and I'm going to read from Adam, and he says Aaron Rodgers acknowledged that Sunday versus Miami could be his last NFL game. He said, yeah, of course, when asked about it, if it could be his last game. He said on Wednesday, said he will decide before free agency in March on whether to play in 2025. He jokingly said that he won't need a darkness retreat this time to help his thought process, because he did that last time. He's like, I got to go in like this sweat tent and hang out for like 2 days, and nobody's allowed to touch me or talk to me or something weird like that. In a reflective mood, Rodgers said he has a lot of gratitude for his last 20 years, adding that he's thankful for the many coaches and teammates he has encountered on his football journey from high school to the Jets. He sounded as if he's thinking hard about retirement. He also said the last 2 years were the best of his career or his life. It's like, how shitty has your life been if playing shit football, only one season you were hurt the other part? The fuck, man? He's probably high. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. Wild accusation with no grounds for support, but I'm just saying he sounds high. He needs to retire. He does. You got to know when to say when. If you come back next season, is it going to be with the Jets? Do the Jets even want him? you're tearing that team apart. I don't know if anybody's looked into it, but there's a good chance that Aaron Rodgers is responsible for all those drones in New Jersey. I'm just throwing that out there. Wild accusation, okay? It's a wild accusation show today, okay? I'm burning in hell, and I'm just throwing shit out at the wall, see if it sticks. Just saying. Has anybody questioned him? This is kind of disappointing. Saquon Barkley won't play this weekend against his former team, the New York Giants, and he won't have a chance to beat the single season rushing record. I mean, I get it. They're looking beyond the regular season. They're already in the playoffs. They don't need to win, really. But Barkley was at 2,005 yards. The record by Eric Dickerson, set back in 1984, is only 100 yards away. It is very likely that if he played against the Giants, that he could have got that with an extra game. But still, he still would have got it. I think part of him wants to go after it. I mean, why wouldn't you want to go after that? Especially as offensive lineman. Terrell Davis, by the way, if you forgot, he finished the 1998 season with 2,008 yards. Talking with Mark Schlereth about that, they wanted so badly to get him the record or to get him into the 2,000 yards, excuse me. They fought for that. They took pride in that, every single one of them. So it's not just Barkley that is probably disappointed. It's his offensive lineman too. But if you didn't know, Adrian Peterson is in second with 2,097. Jamal Lewis, 2,066. Barry Sanders back in 1997 had a season of 2,053. Derrick Henry did it in 2020, 2,027. And then, obviously, I said TD. Chris Johnson in 2009 had 2006. And then, of course, Saquon Barkley at 2005. Right behind him. Watch out, Saquon. It's O.J. Simpson's right behind you. Ooh, he had 2,003 yards. It's okay. He's dead. What the fuck is wrong with me today? Holy shit. Ah, man. Man. What should we call this episode? Scott's burning in hell, or I'm going to burn in hell today. Something like that. I don't know. Don't know. Continuing on with sports, 3 Denver Broncos made it to the 2025 Pro Bowl games. Outside linebacker Nik Bonitto, wide receiver Marvin Mims, and cornerback Patrick Surtain were named as Pro Bowl starters. That's pretty cool. Additionally, 8 Broncos were selected as alternates for the event. Zach Allen, Garrett Bowles, Michael Burton, long snapper Mitchell Fabani? I don't know. I'm dumb. Fraboni? Okay, listen, I never said I was smart. Jesus, I can't read names. If it's not something like Brandon Johnson or Will Lutz, Quinn Miners, stupid, and Bo Nix. Those are all easy except for the Miners. That one always screws me up. Anyway, let's forget I fucked up those 2 names. Anyway, by the way, Patrick Surtain becomes just the 5th Bronco since the 1970 merger to be named to the Pro Bowl in 3 of their first 4 seasons in the NFL. Pretty cool. Bonitto earns his first Pro Bowl nod and is the first Bronco outside linebacker to make the Pro Bowl since Bradley Chubb did it in 2020. Mims is just the second Bronco to Von Miller since 1970 to make the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 seasons. Mims is, I love Mims. Mims is fun to watch. Holy shit. And he is finding his place in the offense, which is neat. Really neat. Looking ahead to the Broncos-Chiefs game, this is literally a win and you're in. It is a must-win game. You have to win this game. KC is resting most of its starters. Most significantly, I'm having a hard time speaking today. Patrick Mahomes will take the bench. Carson Wentz, longtime NFL journeyman, is going to be taking the snaps for the Chiefs. And before you want to say that that's, easy blood in the water, I mean, it is and it isn't. He's been around enough. Now, that being said, he's been around a long time. And he's not a starting quarterback anymore. He was back in the day, back when the last time that he played against Denver, it was when he was with Philly. Then he ended up losing his job to Nick Foles, Big Dick Nick, as they call him. And, they went on to win the Super Bowl with him riding the bench. But the thing is, Carson Wentz, you can't take him lightly. You can't underestimate your opponent, because when you do that, you're going to get punched in the face. So the Broncos need to take the Chiefs seriously. I was watching the press conferences yesterday, and Cortland Sutton had some good words to say.
Yeah, we got to win the game. Simple. I mean, there's nothing else that goes into it. We got to win the game. It's people say it's never black and white. It's black and white. We got to win the game, and that's as simple as it gets. It should be that mindset every week. Whoever is on the schedule to be played that week, that's the most important thing that week. And this week, the most important game is this Chiefs game. It's the next one, and it's the one that we have to take care of. And I mean, it's just as simple as that, literally.
It is pretty simple. Go out there and win. I posted this on my social channels, Twitter, Instagram. I need to start using Instagram more. But basically, I just have a picture with Nick's basically getting ready to throw, facing Carson Wentz on a football field. And it says, no excuses. No excuses. It doesn't matter that you're playing Carson Wentz. You're still playing the Chiefs. They still have the ability to kick us in the dick. But you got to remember, you got to play them like you're playing Patrick Mahomes, where you're fucking aggressive. Okay? You want them to go, shit, do we have to put in Mahomes? No, we're not going to put Mahomes in there. They're not. They're not going to risk injury to that. He's already been taking a lot of hits. You got to remember, the Broncos almost beat the Chiefs. If it wasn't for a shitty block on the end of game field goal, the Broncos would have won. The Broncos have the capability of beating the Chiefs when they're full force. Don't rest. Go full throttle against the Chiefs. This is a game where it should get out of hand. This is a game where you sit there and you listen to the commentary of the broadcasters saying, well, this is a very exciting Denver Broncos team. And then they're talking about the next step, which is the playoffs. You want them to be talking about that before halftime. This game better get out of hand by halftime. The Denver Broncos should go in to Mile High, open the doors to the Chiefs, let them in, and then slaughter them. That's what needs to happen. Okay? Fuck the Chiefs. I know it's the backups, but go in there and don't get embarrassed. This better not be a close game. This needs to be an out-of-hand game in favor of the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix should have the best game of his career, best game of the season. However you want to say it. Samesies. Samesies. The Broncos defense, I expect them to have at least 3 interceptions. Nik Bonitto, come on, go ahead. Take that a pick 6, please. I want to see the run game show up as far as, how about this? I'll say this, Sean Payton, don't abandon the run game, okay? Stick with it. I want to see Estime, McLaughlin just go to town. That's what I want to see. I'm going to be extremely disappointed if this is a close game. And I'm going to be irritated as fuck if the Broncos somehow lose this game. It's possible. That's what you need to realize. Carson Wentz has been in the league long enough where you got to watch out. You got to watch out. And if the Broncos go in there and half-ass it, if they go Shedeur Sanders on everything and, rent out a strip club for 2 days prior to the game, and they go, oh, who cares? If they did that, then I'd be worried. That would be concerning. They're not going to do that. They're professionals. But you go in there, you go in the mentality of this is a stat game. This is a pride game. If you're a Denver Bronco, you go into this game at Mile High against the Chiefs, and you got one goal. Win. Win. Win every down. Win every quarter. Win the fucking game. That's all I can say. Win the fucking game, Broncos. Because if you lose, people are going to be calling for Sean Payton's head. That's what it's going to be. They win, they get double-digit wins, and they get in the playoffs. You lose, you're an embarrassment. You shouldn't lose to backups. Hell, half the quote-unquote experts out there are saying the Chiefs will win. That should piss you off right there. Come on, Broncos. Don't piss me off. I'm already in an irritated mood, okay? I'm quite bitchy. I don't know what's going to happen if you go out there and just lay an egg. Don't lay eggs, okay? They cost extra now because they're cage-free. That's the shit that's the world we live in now, okay? Goodness gracious. You guys are amazing. Chime in, comment below on the show if you want. What's your prediction for the Broncos Chiefs game? You can also react to other things that we discussed on the show today. Will I be burning in hell, and will you be joining me? Probably yes on me. I don't know about you. Don't know. You're always that wild card. I don't really know you that well. I don't. Let's get to know each other. In hell. Thanks for supporting the show. Really do appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, like it, comment below as well. Big thanks to Kirkwall Group this week, as well as Game Time PDR and Bet Online. It's I did something I didn't want to do. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Got to delete that. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.